Oh, it's opening. Blow the sheet away. Big gust of air. No, that's too much to ask for. The tech guardian has fallen and the 5th door is now open. Hope he was right. May he rest in peace now. You've accomplished more than anyone ever could have done. If I asked you to leave it be, to not go into the 5th door, would you listen? No one knows what lies behind that door. I see it though, that spark behind your eyes. Curiosity. You won't stop. Your grandfather wouldn't expect you to either. Good luck, Will. Just be safe. All right, well, at least he's finally given us his blessing. It's about time. We're putting the entirety of Renoka on our back. Do you have anything new for me? I see that you have the indicator. No. Just the next level of the weapons we haven't used. Okay, well, Andre, I appreciate your service, but I think we're going to be done. All right. We're going to open for business so that we can afford the rest of our upgrades. 3, 2 of you guys. We got to find out what these books sell for. I'm sure it's a gajillion dollars, so I'm very excited about that. So let's see here. They're worth somewhere up to about 40,000. So let's do this. Let's try you for 40,000. And let's try you for 40,000. See where that gets us. We're not going to open for the day just yet, though. Oh, we've got our diagram now. Shows that we defeated another dungeon. I wonder who's jotting those down for us, because it does it before we get home. We need our goodies. Not the broom. I lied about the broom. All right, let's go see the hawker and see if we can't buy something that's going to improve our sales. We have room for another item for the like shelf. So let's see. These are statues, which to me sounds like they would go on the shelf, right? Monster skull. It doesn't tell me where they go. That's an anti-thief item. Shop can be open longer. Probability of generous customers isn't terrible. Tips. 60K. You found a rare Pokemon and then wound up getting more. Yeah, doing some late night go. Electric device. Yeah, see, I don't want the ones that go on the wall because we're already loaded up on those. We do have room for one on the shelf though. We need like an elf on the shelf kind of a situation. Yeah, here we go. So we're gonna buy a fruit bowl, and then we're gonna buy a sconce. And I know what you're thinking, Chris. That's a lot of money to spend on a sconce. Excuse you? High quality sconce? That's beyond value. All right, so right now you are increasing our capacity. Guess what? I don't want capacity. I want tips. I want that tip money. All right, so now everyone's tipping 60%. It's like a 5% chance of showing up and whoa, damn. All right, well, I'm glad you caught it. Oh, we never saw what our ring did. Let's see. Ring that boosts the owner's health by canceling the double damage of a secondary attack. Wait. Our secondary attack is block, so I don't know if that even affects me. Interesting. All right, let's open up for some customers. Hello, everyone. Yes, oh, yes, the man who beat the tech dungeon. That's me. Yep, this is the world famous Moonlighter, where I sell the things I find in the dungeons no one else will go to. Homeboy bought that for 40K, you fool. I've fleeced you. I don't know, but like it says that it'll cancel out my increased damage from our secondary attack, but we don't do damage with our secondary attack. You're right, it could just make it so our block doesn't do anything, which would be a bummer because that's basically the only reason we beat the last boss. But it's worth exploring. We can take it in with us and I could always just take it off and send it back home at some point. Let's see. Bunch of welding guns. And then do we know what you're worth? Looks like 40,000 as well. We're gonna try you for more than 40,000. Like, come on, you are the boss drop from a rare legendary dungeon guardian. A once in a lifetime purchasable good. You're the only one finding items in the dungeon. You should be able to price everything super high. Well, and it's to make matters worse, the other guy in town, the dude who runs Le Revitalize, he isn't finding the stuff in dungeons as far as I know, and he's pricing them way the hell more than me. Okay, too expensive on that. I think you are a coward for ignoring that, sir, but I understand that we aren't all rolling in the gold pieces. Why, thank you. Thank you. I appreciate your patronage, everyone. You've left an entire display table devoid of product. Let's dump these in. Sure. Some of that's worthless, but oh well. We're gonna wind up selling out everything we have anyway, I think. If they want it so bad, they can go into the depths of hell. They can't even get some of the stuff that I've got, Schneider, because the Guardians don't respawn. So if these fools want things like the electrified jottings, or whatever those things are called, nope. Rarity. They're gonzo. I'm not gonna go kill Katamari golems. Get out of here. We're not going to the sand dungeon. You've got armor on. You go to the sand dungeon. No, bro. Listen, we're not going to the sand dungeon. It's been discussed. She just hit me with 144,000 dual hairs. Craziness. I don't know why you would hang up anything in the shop that isn't boosting tips. It's another aspect of the game that seems like they had ideas that didn't really pan out, so they just threw everything they could at it and hoped. Did you fool see the sign? No sand dungeon. We've just unlocked the achievement Greedy because we went over 1 million doubloons. So we got that going for us. Tempted to just throw everything else in the sale box. Folks, get it while you can. We've only got 1 dungeon left, so Moonlighter will be closing its doors shortly, as Will leaves Renoka to live on a golden beach somewhere. The kind with white, warm sand, unlike the scorching hot sand of the sand dungeon. Why do some of them think about top hats and mustaches? Well, one, if you're not spending a good portion of your day thinking about top hats and mustaches, I think that you may be the one with the problem. Secondly, it means that they're high rollers. So when they come in and they have the top hat, it means that the pricing structure isn't really going to apply to them. So if I have something that's crazy overpriced, they'll buy it anyway. They're very much a a 1% Renoken that doesn't worry about how much I'm fleecing them for. All right, there's gonna be some scraps left on the table, but that's a-okay. When you pull in a milli, you're doing all right. Oh, we had a job, or we had a crook that I didn't notice. Someone stole from me 1.1 million. We did it, team. I bet you Le Retailer has never pulled money like that. All right, so our jottings are gonna stay here for a quest that we're almost certainly never gonna complete. And then we're gonna take the ring with us, and that's fine, because we're just gonna experiment with that and see how that works. We need some potions though, and we need to finish our upgrades. Our enchantment. I like how when you are holding too much money, your money bag is bursting at the seams. Suck it, Larry. We're out of here. All right, firstly, enchantments. Miss, if you would be so kind, I'd like 5 defensive points on mine boots. And then if you could like super hook up my sword. I wish I could just tip her 800,000 gold, because she's the big reason that we've been able to do all this. Oh, well, let's not tip her that much first. Hang on, I gotta make potions first. So we're gonna buy 4 potions. I still need 2 more of those, yeah? So 2 more will give me 2 full stacks, I believe. Yes, it does. And then, you guys ready for this? Oh, she only sells me the full heals if I have the stuff to make them. I was just gonna flash a big stack of cash. Oh well, I guess I'll keep my monies. So this one is increasing our health at the cost of our defensive power. The other one just makes us move slower. So I think this is what I would want to do. I can still block. We'll see if maybe my 3-hit combo doesn't do bonus damage at the end of a combo. That could also be the case. And then who do we want to take? Let's take someone with us. Should we just take a basic slime? Just a standard silly slime? Let's take a slime with us. That seems appropriate. They got us here in the first place. You got to dance with the one you brought. You know what I mean? Here we go. It's just a permanent loading screen. The soundtrack's very serious. The Unknown Dungeon. What in tarnation? Did this just turn into a Mass Effect game? Okay, it's a very long hallway. What's going on over here? What are you doing, bud? What are you guys doing? Cracks in the floor. Oh, what is this nonsense? Lots of goo pumping. Oh man, they've all died. Look at this nonsense. Guys, did we just find a murder scene? I think Moonlighter might be a prequel to Prometheus. So this has got to be the civilization that we've been reading the reports from, right? And clearly they did something that didn't work out so great. Is this Bane's lab? All the canisters are just filled with venom. So it's acknowledging that we've inserted our 4 keys. That's what's going on there, apparently. Ooh, we can check our email. That stupid min. It's been over 2 months since we shut ourselves away in here. Resources are running low. Where is that minion to set us free? Meanwhile, we've started development on prototype L. Ooh, interesting. So that thing that wanders the dungeon, it sounds like they were relying on it to come let them out. Reports indicate the Watch are on our trail. We may have to seal ourselves away to mask our signal. The Watch? We've been forced to enact Operation Lock the Door. All right, listen. The lore in this game is a little scattershot. We can talk about that later. Right now, we should talk about how awesome Operation Lock the Door is. The minion is to shut ourselves in using 4 keys. It will then hide those until the Watchers stop looking for us in this sector. We predict a month should be an adequate amount of time to lose them. Sorry about the month estimate, bud. That didn't go so great, huh? There is only way to escape. Supercharge the dimensional engine, crash into another dimension, or crash the void. Anything looks better than starving to death. Operation Lock the Door, precursor to Operation Turn the Key. That's Moonlighter 2. You're giving away spoilers. Error. Oh, listen, just error? Come on. You guys gotta at least try. Prototype L is finally error. Ignoring the problems brewing, we have nearly finished Prototype L's chamber. The boss really wants to try a new body, but we are unsure if it's safe yet. Escape from this tomb seems to be fading away as a possibility. 3 months going now. Our soldiers had to put an end to some riots last week. We need to find a way to escape. This is getting out of hand. Several co-workers went mad and were instantly killed by the soldiers. 2 problems solved with 1 solution: the riots and lack of food. I mean, if you call that a problem solved, sure. I don't know if I share your exuberance. Body prototype development from other dimensional tech is proving successful. Each variation seems to have a lower percentage of body rejection. This next set of dimensions are looking to be very promising. With enough synthetic and natural resources from them, we can start prototype G. I don't know what order they wanted me to be reading these in. They're very scattered the way they had me read them. Yummy coworkers. It is getting a little intense, Schneider. Like, way more intense than is fitting given what the rest of the game was. Is that mine, or is this... Okay. This is a door. So apparently whatever horrible thing happened to these folks, we just got to jump in and find out for ourselves. This is maybe the point at which the Elder was right, and maybe we should have just turned around and left. Unknown Dungeon 2. More gloop. Oh. And a sealed body chamber. There he is. Oh, man. Looks like a Halo enemy. Oh, he's talking. Looks like someone finally came to help us. These are no ancient ruins, boy. We are pirates. Me, my now dead men, you. So many centuries trapped here. Must make up for lost time. Rebuild my crew. Pillage countless more systems. For your assistance, I thank you and will allow you to leave, boy. Super soldiers? No joke. I think it's meant to be scattered, bringing out the intensity. Yeah, to a degree. I don't disagree with that. I said leave. Bro, the last dimensional pirate, if that is your real name, I will not leave. I'm just gonna let my pink slime kill you. Should we just hold the X button long enough to let my slime kill him? Did I not? I didn't do much damage there. Oh, I am doing a ton of damage. It's just not showing. Oh my god. Can I just face tank him? Bro. You should be embarrassed. What did you do while you were trapped in there? Not sit-ups. That's for sure. Oh, okay, wait. Maybe that was not his final form. We've still got the Nebula slug to deal with. Yeah, are we gonna have to fight this whole thing? Okay, so maybe I shouldn't have been quite so rude about what I was saying. All right, but he hits me from behind and it does nothing because my shield skills are so impressive. Oh, not when he attacks me with his Wii-O like that. No, thank you. I did not appreciate you coming on to me in such a way. I think I broke his AI? No, okay. He's opened a trap behind me with additional slimes that can't reach me. You fool. Oh, we can just farm for slime materials for our next trip to the dungeon for 1,000,000 years. This is incredible. I do immediately regret bringing a slime in here with us now that I see that a slime can just spontaneously appear. 2 potions left. Don't like that. His navel is charging. All right, it's all or nothing now. We're just going for it. Out of health, out of healing. You just gotta go all in. Just tower dive on the last dimensional pirate. Who needs a shield when you've got sharpened steel, friends? Andre would never let us down. That's gross. That's gross. Your death animation's gross. You're filling the screen with your gloop, son. Be considerate about dying. Heyo. Look at this. Look at this hero's welcome. Listen here now. You can't just shut down the dungeons and forbid entry. Just who do you think you are? Old man, look. These dungeons are structures built from pieces of other dimensions, with the sole purpose of allowing easy and streamlined looting. At your late age, did you really think all these artifacts just grew on trees? You, sir, will address myself with proper respect. You are the outsider here. If all that you say is true, why appear now? The dungeons have been here for a lifetime. Sir, this is a very complicated matter. Please excuse myself and if my manners are not up to top priority. We've been looking for them for well over one of your lifetimes. We lost track of them over the geyser dimension and have been unable to track them ever since. Some beacon of theirs must have recently activated, allowing us to locate this world. You keep saying them. Who are these them? Dimensional pirates. So that was enough to finally get a rise out of the townsfolk. Dimensional pirates. Dimensional pirates. A race of creatures made completely of dimensional fluid. You'll have to excuse myself if that is not an appealing thought. Because of this, they developed interdimensional traveling tech very quickly. Instead of sharing their knowledge, they took to stealing from other dimensions. According to our reports, they should be hiding just beyond that door. Yeah, except for your boy Will took care of it. Who is that boy? He isn't a pirate, is he? Of course he isn't. Will, what a sorry-looking kid. Are you all right, Will? I mean, look at me and my pet slime. Don't you think I look all right? You said what? You waged battle against a jellyfish robot? That must have been their boss. Never liked that guy. And you say there are no more creatures inside? They all killed each other because they were trapped in there? Oh, this is rich. Honestly, almost too good to be true. Please, wait here a moment as I discuss the current situation with my crew. You there, Lieutenant. Disperse this crowd. We need space. Aye, Captain. They are gonna seriously have done an exclusive portrait art for this poor schmuck who's gonna have a single line of dialogue in the epilogue? Really? Except for the old man and the youngling. And the youngling that just fell out of that door. Pirates. Now these people. Thieves, all of them. Oh, 2 lines. All right, people. Nothing to see here. You heard the captain. You don't have to go home, but, well, yeah, you should probably go home. Might be the last time you see it. Okay, move, please. Wait, what do you mean last time we'll see it? Baby Fark McGeezax needs a word. Upon discussion, I have come to a conclusion. For taking part in the theft of other dimensional artifacts, everyone on this planet will be arrested. At least, technically, we should do that. But this young boy served his part in helping us locate these pirates. He even went so far as to defeat the pirate boss. Like, you can't give the pirate boss a name? You just gonna keep calling him Pirate Boss? For now, let's just say the thieving won't be included in my report. Also, the hood of my cloak looks like an exclamation point. As far as I can see, we do not need to invest in further investigation. Invest in further investigation. We will be shutting these dungeons, though. The continued use of them would be a knowingly illegal action at this point. We shall not leave you high and dry, though. Due to you contact with other dimensional cultures, we can't just leave you be. Honestly, I would like to just wipe all your memories, but oh man, did that become taboo for a reason. That planet never really recovered. Yeah, the translation here is getting a little rough. You're not wrong, Schneider. The localization's a little bit icy. Anyways, back to the now. We will be inviting you to take part in the ICT, the Dimensional Commerce Treaty. This will allow you to legally trade and act in commerce with other dimensions. Preparation to include you and your planet will take some time. For now, please inform your people and prepare them for the coming days. All right, I'd call this a win. Let's pack it up. So wait, they aren't going to do it for Will? This is just the small town of Vernoka. Do they expect Will to go to everywhere else on this planet and be like, look, guys, here's what the dimensional, like, customs police told me. We will return with the treaty soon, guys. It's been real. It's been a pleasure. I won't go so far as to say a real pleasure, but you guys get it. Oh, don't tell anyone you use the dungeons, or we will come arrest everyone. Okay, peace. Ooh, boy. I'm still a little confused as to what just transpired. That's probably fair. But I have to say, it would appear you have done this town and our world a great service, Will. Next time, though, can you just listen to me and stay home? This is just too much excitement for my old bones. Let us return to town and spread the good news. Okay, weird cut to the town and then the credits. Moonlighter by Digital Sun Games. We did it, everyone. Wait, you mean the planet is more than one village? Exactly. We've did it. Well, the good news, gang. Moonlighter is officially out of the backlog. We've done it. We've saved the day. We saved the town. We did all the good things. We killed all the bad guys. We killed Pirate Boss. We got him. New Game Plus is now available from the menu, it's informed me. Not super worried about New Game Plus. I don't think Moonlighter is a bad game. So I will preface that first. I think you guys all realize that that's probably going to come with a big but. And you're right. But the problem with it is, sorry, I'm getting it saved so that I can move things along. Oh, wait a minute. Hang on. Are we getting hit with more story? We just got hit with 3 months. 3 months later, it said. Our sleep has been interrupted. Oh. We've been invited to the Wanderer's Dungeon. So this is the DLC. So the Wanderer Dungeon DLC includes the little side dungeons, and then apparently there's an additional dungeon afterwards. Are you... Who's Tomo? Hi, Tomo. Hi, Will. Have you seen it? What? You just woke up? How could you be sleeping? Didn't you notice last night earthquake? Cough, cough. Oh, sorry. I didn't want to interrupt you. You seem to be from the ICT. Guess you must have come due to the portal. I will let you two talk. See you at the dungeon doors, Will. Ahem. Are you one Will of Moonlighter? Good. You look smaller than I imagined, but you come highly recommended. The Watchers have a request of you. In front of what your town called the fifth door, a portal has appeared. It may have had something to do with you destroying that pirate's machine. The cause doesn't really matter. What does matter, though, is there is a portal leading to a place between dimensions. Come with me and see it for yourself. He actually said see it by yourself. Oh boy. The whole crowd's come out. The town is eager to see what's going on. It leads to a space between dimensions, which is confusing, but more important, it is dangerous. Creatures from multiple dimensions could potentially flood out of it, which would be disadvantageous to you and we, the Watchers. After your harrowing victory over the pirates, the Watchers ask of you to investigate what is inside this portal. Shut it down from inside. Of course, we will waive any penalties for artifact extraction. You may consider it payment for this perilous task. Additionally, we are sending a representative to begin ICT negotiations. He is a rather abrupt fellow. He should fit in around here. Before the ICT can be finalized, though, this portal must be removed. So, go get him, Tiger. Give it all you got, champ. All that stuff. Out. Yeah, we're a merc now. We're like a contractor for the Watchers. Shut down the portal and we will bring Renoka into the ICT. Again, though, he's just saying Renoka. So maybe it doesn't affect the world. Good night, Will of Moonlighter. We sincerely hope you do not perish. Weird that he would talk in such a stilted tone there, but have use of such common idioms elsewhere in our negotiation. So, they requested you help them, right? I guess it was unavoidable. You'll be finding lots of new items once again? This will bring even more fame to Renoka. If you bring new artifacts to Renoka, I'm sure new shops will appear. And even a new upgrade to your shop could be possible. New adventures, isn't it? I know I can trust you, but make sure to get new equipment and potions. I'm sure you'll need them. See you in town, Will. Could you help this old bones of mine walk back to Renoka, Tomo? Sure. Yeah, the guy's translation device isn't the greatest. That's what it is. See you later, Will. Tomo's using the same translation device, unfortunately. So there are new shops and new upgrades, they have told me. Let me see if there's any hint. Oh my god, what is all this nonsense? Is this part of the ICT? That we've got all these new signs? Everyone got like sweet interdimensional upgrades. I don't see no new shops. What you talking about? There's no new shops. Do I have to bring home things first? Let's see what Andre has to say about it. Yeah, everyone's got fancy light signs. Andre doesn't want to talk about it though. He's an old-fashioned cat and he feels like they're stepping on his style a little bit, apparently. All right, so apparently we have some work to do for the ICT. We may very well do that. I think we are going to take the stream break first though. Here's the deal. Moonlighter's coming out of the completed pile back into the backlog until we've gone and done one dive into this new dungeon. I can't imagine that there's going to be enough in this dungeon to suddenly make me very interested in beating the rest of this. I think that there's some fundamental issues in Moonlighter that kind of limit how fun it really is. The the weapon system does not leave a whole lot of reason for you to suddenly decide to switch weapons. If you get comfortable with one weapon, there's no reason to use another one. That in and of itself isn't a big deal, right? Like, I've played a lot of Monster Hunter over the years and I use the same weapon. What is frustrating though is the weapon upgrade path. Even if you're using just the one weapon, it's just get me 3 things from this dungeon and we'll make you a new weapon. There's never a reason for me to go and farm stuff from the old dungeon. There's never a reason to collect materials from 2 separate dungeons. There's a lot of the mentality of like, Will going into these dungeons and getting stuff that is just really an excuse to make you go into the dungeon again, which is fine if that was kind of the upfront thing the game was doing. If the game was just saying, hey, we want you to dive dungeons, we want you to dive dungeons. I don't think the dungeons are bad. The combat's maybe a little bit on the shallow side, especially once we discovered that I can apparently block everything. But like, that's not inherently bad. That makes for some fun, chill dungeon diving. What bothers me about it is each of the dungeons successfully eliminates the need to go into any of the older ones, right? Other than finally we've seen a recipe, the full heal potion requires stuff from multiple dungeons, but there's never a reason for me to worry about going back to the old dungeons otherwise. The other problem is the stuff that we do need to bring back from the dungeon is widely the same for all of our upgrades. All of the armor requires the same upgrade rather than different items from the same dungeon, which means that I can just tag 3 stacks, bring all of them back, and then I'm done with it. I think that there would have been a much better drive to hit the dungeons repeatedly if I needed a bigger array of materials, right? If to upgrade to the tech dungeon set, I needed, for my 3 armor pieces, I needed a total of 6 different materials rather than just 2. I think that would help. I also think that there's an issue with the money is just, you get so much money once you understand what the stuff is worth that the money becomes insignificant. There's not a ton of reason to do the other half of the game, which is the fun like shop simulator. And there's not a ton of reason to pull most of the stuff home from the dungeon. Once you know what the things in the dungeon cost, you can just always bring back the most expensive ones, sell them for a crazy markup, and then you're running away the richest person in Renoka, right? I think that buying and upgrading the shops would help, instead of it just being Andre can make me the next set of gear as soon as I've seen an item in the forest dungeon. Make me go get stuff from the forest dungeon to upgrade his forge, right? Gate even the upgrades behind an upgrade. Make me go and tough it out with the gear I got from the golem dungeon before I can start getting stuff from the forest dungeon. If we want to build the hawker's stall, make me do that with materials from the dungeon. They've said in the opening to the game that everything in Renoka like revolved around these dungeons, but the game doesn't really express that in the gameplay. I think that was a major misstep by Digital Sun, because they've made a cute little fun dungeony world, but then like half committed to their own premise, completely ignoring how batshit the ending was with like weird interdimensional like customs police showing up. Just the fundamental gameplay loop was a little bit broken. I think that it's safe to say, Afterlife Asai in the chat, it's a beat one and forget it. 100%. This game is very forgettable, and it's unfortunate because they had a good idea that they just didn't execute. There's plenty of other games that you could play to scratch this same itch. I've talked at length while playing about now I'm not gonna remember the name of it. Reciteer, thank you, Michelle. Reciteer and Item Shop Tale. If you just want good dungeon crawling with like a stiff dodge roll mechanic, Enter the Gungeon obviously is outstanding. So I can't really recommend Moonlighter other than if you just want to have a chill time and slash at some slimes, it fits the bill. We're gonna take a quick stream break so that I can fill up my water bottle. We're gonna go take a crack at the Wanderer dungeon and just kind of poke in there and see what we see from it. I don't think we're gonna beat it though. Chances are we'll go in, look around, and then if we're done early enough, I don't know, maybe we'll boot up Dark Souls and go goof around and go get the item we need to start the DLC for Saturday. So thank you guys for hanging out for the first half. If you've got to go fill up your water bottle or get a snack, go do that during the break. I'll be back here in just a few minutes and we will go take a look at this new dungeon. I'll be right back. All right, I am back. Let us see what lies in wait in the Wanderer dungeon. We get a full stack of potions still. We drop off our gear. So my assumption is, you know, we've seen bits and pieces of the Wanderer dungeon when we are just like naturally going to the other dungeons. So my guess is that this is going to be like the full-size 3-floor big boy version of that dungeon. I will be disappointed if we get in there and it's just the same set of mobs, but I have a feeling that's what it's going to be. Oh, I never noticed we can see Will's reflection. Who's the handsomest? You're the handsomest. Good job, top hero merchant of Renoka. All right. Palette swap on the one in the mirror. I didn't even notice. Is he wearing my normal armor? No, he looks normal. I dove through that countertop before it had retracted. Maybe the dimensional travel is wearing off on us. Let's look around real quick. They did say that there was another dude showing up too. That goes to the dungeons. Here's La Retailer, the jerk. The wooden hat. Oh god, I love her satellite dish she's got now. Maybe she doesn't have a book anymore. Maybe she's got a tablet. No. That would have been funny. Okay, nothing really to speak of yet. Looks like we might have to go and do a dungeon run first. Of course I can't go that way. Oh, you think the monsters will be palette swaps? Maybe. I hope it's more than that. Can I still go into the other dungeons? I can. Okay. Here we go. What do they have in store for us? It's worth pointing out too, after having kind of said that I think the game doesn't really hold up to the promise of the dungeon crawling adventure. This content is DLC content. So the ending we just had would be the canonical ending if you only owned the base game. It is literally just going to be monsters from the other dungeons. Of course, they hit me with my least favorite monster in the whole game in the first freaking room. All right, and it's dropping me the same bat wings we've been ignoring for the last 10 hours of play. I need him to throw his hand. Yeah. What was that? He just dropped a new kind of currency. If you look in the upper left, we have 5 like dimension motes. So some of them are new. Unless some of them are enemies that were just so forgettable that I don't remember fighting them in the other dungeons. There's a chance that's true as well. So it looks like every monster drops that new currency. Ooh, he went through my shield. Oh, and a mimic. Man, this room is the best. We have all kinds of fun in this room. Well, they definitely have more health than they had in their respective dungeons. What up, Peppa Jack? Dimensional garbage. That sounds oddly correct. Heavy metal plates, coins. So there's definitely new stuff. HP potion 7 heals me for 2,500 health. So there's stuff going on. I healed right before we found our hot tub. That feels real bad. Here's Fumigator dude. Man, I forgot how dumb some of the enemies are. We're just like smoking through some of the early dudes. This guy's no joke. He can be irritating. Gotcha. Got him. I want to know what we're doing with this dimensional goop. Dimensional resistant glass. So are these like dimensional variants of some of the other items we had already found? Is that what I'm getting from this? 2 ways to go off the jacuzzi room is weird. Oh, our little sprightly dudes. I kind of like these guys. Did we just pick up his skull? That's metal. We totally did. A monster skull. Hey, Venomizer. What's up, buddy? Our old nemesis. The Sword Stone. Let's see how I get along with our newfound shield blocking skill. Not that great. Got him. All right, what does a boss in this dungeon look like? It looks like Gloop. Wait. Why does it look like a teleport? Couldn't I just teleport with my money? Is there really not even a boss? They just give me a portal back? Okay. Let's see if the stuff we found triggers any new craftables. Yeah, well, Andre's got something to tell us. You look well today, Will. What can I do for you? Ah, all new set of tech armor. 280. So how does that compare to what I'm wearing right now? A little bit better than the upper limit of the original armor. It is one set, so it's not even split into light, medium, and heavy like it was previously. And they get outrageous. Look at the difference. From 560 health to 3085. And they require stuff from every dungeon. So some of the stuff I was just talking about does seem to be addressed to a degree here. Costs half a millhouse, but it's more than double what our weapon does. Man, like, but this is kind of a tough pill to swallow because look at how ridiculously like exponential the growth is on these items. So it's just, again, it's just gating content behind like these silly large numbers. Weird. What about potions? Potions? Yeah, so health potion 5, 6, 7, 8. But there's no crafting recipe. I just buy them. So bizarre. I don't know. Still don't know anything about the new shop. Let's upgrade Moonlighter for fun. Just because we got the money, why not? Hope you like this one. I put a lot of effort into it. Well, that's good to know. I'd be disappointed if you didn't. Oh, so now we can haggle. Wait, she can chase thieves? Maybe she's an assistant? We have room for 4 corner pieces. We can actually afford the next upgrade too. Achievement unlocked, Emporium. I hope Tom Nook moves in now. And that was the last update for your shop. You have built a beautiful Imperium for yourself. I think he meant Emporium. Oh my goodness, look at this joint. It's beautiful. How gorgeous. Sale box right next to the counters. Look at all of our boxes. We got so much storage. My goodness. All right, I'm gonna have Will sleep. I want to see if they introduced the new shop. Emperor, I can't see the link. Afterlife, I'll have to check it later. Let me see if they tell me anything about our new sales opportunity. Oh yeah, look, we got like a little assistant. Hi, Will. I can sell some of your items if you want to take the day off from the shop. I'll take 30% of the benefits, but you will be free to battle in the dungeons. Absolutely. So we just fill her. Oh, she put a little apron on because it's time to work. That's cute. So if we take all this stuff back, she'll just sell everything for us. I hope she knows the correct pricing for them because I do not. Oh wait, let's do this. Sort by price. Here you go. Sell this stuff for me if you could. Goodbye. Ah, yes. Okay, so now it's showing that there's something to do with the hawker. I don't know, team. What I do know, need a bigger shop to buy that? Oh no, I need to buy the thing before it is what you meant. Fully trick out the old Moonlighter. We've done it. Will is officially a oh, whoa, Jesus. So, what is the ICT? Just some treaty created by the Watchers, right? All right, cool. Thanks, wizard. Let's go look at our sweet new bed, and then I think we're gonna pull the plug on old Moonlighter here. Oh, palatial, palatial, and our chest is truly bottomless at this point. We've done it. Will can have his assistant sell his treasures and relax in the lap of luxury he has created for himself at Moonlighter. I don't know how much additional content they're gonna hit me with in the DLC dungeon. The fact that we made it through the first floor and there wasn't a boss is kind of suspect. And additionally, I think that there's a lot to be said about the fact that the numbers on those upgrades were just silly. So it's probably kind of like going through the original 5 dungeons again, but this time just all in the same dungeon. So I don't know if it's each floor is just outrageously harder than the one before it, but it doesn't seem to be a dramatic difference in the formula. So I am content with saying that now Moonlighter is out of the backlog. If you own Moonlighter, I think it's worth installing and goofing around with. If you like it more than I did, I think that would be fantastic, and I'd love to hear from you. But if it's something that you don't own, I would not pick it up. You know, if it's part of a bundle and there's other games in the bundle you want, maybe. If it's super, super cheap, maybe. But I think that there are much better ways that you could scratch a dungeon crawling itch than with Moonlighter. I'd be interested to follow Digital Sun to see if they do anything more. I think if they use this as a kind of a stepping stone, a jumping off point to build from what they did with Moonlighter. They had a lot of really good ideas. I just don't really feel like the execution was there, so that's kind of a bummer. But rips in the chat for Moonlighter out of the backlog. And you know what? At the end of the day, any game knocked out of the backlog is a good game in my book. So I'm down with it. I think we are gonna